So we are here, my grandma and grandpa have a picture here, and it's special because, again, Zach's wearing my grandpa's ring, and I have my grandma's ring inside of mine. So that's so special. And then my mom and dad also have the same wedding picture here. And then both of my uncles also have their wedding pictures here. So a pretty special little family tradition we have, and we're excited. We just, from the bottom of our heart, cannot express how thankful we are, especially to our families for hosting such an incredible event. We could not have done any of this without all of your love and support. We're so incredibly grateful.
And guys, I can only echo Maggie's thank you and the fact that we are unbelievably blessed to have an entire room full of role models and people we look up to. And lastly, I'd like to invite all of you to meet us on the dance floor so you can watch me dance with my wife.
I had a hard time writing the speech today. You know, when two people who play such a crucial role in your life, it's hard to boil that down into, a 5-minute speech about the memories we've had and growing up with Zach and meeting Maggie a couple years ago. But I'll give it a shot.
I met Maggie about 14 years ago when we were in middle school. Maggie and I have always joked that me mustering up the courage to invite her to sit at my table in art class was one of the best things that could have happened to her. But in reality, I think it was one of the best things that has happened to me. Ever since I met Maggie that day, I've been continuously amazed by what a great friend she is.
I can still remember the very first day we met. We lived in Chicago at the time, and you and your mom were visiting with Uncle Kai. The second you stepped in the door, we quickly said hi, headed up to my bedroom, and instantly became best friends. I'm not sure what we talked about or played, but all I knew was the feeling that I had. I knew deep in my 5th grader heart that you were going to be my best friend, and every day since then has been true.
I fake eyelashes make my eyes want to open.
I've never had somebody that I have laughed harder with, but also somebody who just can understand the hard things that I go through and just pick me up during those really hard times, but then lift me up in those amazing times. I'm just too lucky to have 2 amazing maids of honor, and I couldn't be more blessed.
Oh, beautiful.
That is not at all what I expected.
Oh, wow. Oh, can I give you a hug?
Yes.
Oh, you look beautiful today.
Oh my God. You look
Hey, I'm supposed to be crying.
I honestly couldn't picture a more perfect partner to be with my brother than Maggie. Maggie is truly one of a kind.
And growing up as an only child, I've always wanted siblings, and Jake is that sibling that I've always wanted but never had.
But we've become great friends since he's moved back to Cleveland. So now we get to hang out a lot more, which is great. Now we golf a lot together, and I think it's always been like a good relationship. I used to visit him in college and kind of show him the ropes a little bit and just kind of be that big brother, which I think has always been good.
We have one quick round to sing. We're going to the chapel and we're going to get married. Going to the chapel and we're going to get married. I got to spend more time with Zach, starting off with when he came by to ask for her hand.
I was like texting Mr. Schmidt and I was like, how the hell do I say this?
And I gave him a bit of a tough time. I mean, he called me up and says, Mr. Schmidt, I have to come see you. I have something I want to discuss with you. So then he showed up at the house, and so I let him hang and dangle, and right. And I thought he was asking me if he wanted to get a bigger boat or something, like a life-altering decision. But then he finally came out and asked. And that was so sweet, and that he really took the time, like nowadays, to do that. I really appreciate that.
You know, I think I'm a true believer in like God putting somebody in your life, planting them in your life at exactly the right time, in exactly the right place. And as I look back, like in my past relationships and my like pre-Zach time, as much as I tried to like find or like search for the person that was right for me, I think that God just knew it wasn't the right time yet, and right when it was, God said, all right, here you go, this is your person, and I found my way to him. So as I look back on all those kind of attempted and failed relationships, I guess I can only look at it as it brought me to where I am, which is Zach, and I just could not be more thankful. Yeah.
You know, some people have like a type, I think, and that like, I never really felt that. You know, I didn't know exactly what I was looking for. And then once I met Maggie, it was like, yep, she's, I mean, just instantly I knew she was exactly who I was looking for. From a morals perspective to her social life. Like, she's the most social person I've ever met my entire life, but she can also sit by herself and like catch a tan for 3 hours. Most people don't have that, like, switch, you know what I mean? Like, most people either want to be alone or want to be partying 24/7. She's like the best of both worlds. We were going to do something with her grandma's ring. She didn't know exactly what we were going to do, but I told her I wanted to incorporate some part of her grandma's ring into her engagement ring. We wanted to either engrave or do something really special with it. And then it was the jeweler's idea to put most of the gold from her grandma's ring right where it touches her finger the most. So I thought that was really special. Like, at that moment when I gave it to her, where it was in the ring, and then when I told her, she like broke down and was just so excited. Yeah.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Yay! Woo! To my groom on our wedding day. I haven't even started reading what I wrote.
Maggie, my bride, I can't believe this weekend is finally here.
Walking into Rose Field on that first softball game in April, I had no idea that my best friend, my favorite person in the entire world, my soulmate would be waiting for me in the dugout.
From the moment we met, I felt an overwhelming sense of attraction and love for you. I truly think it was love at first sight. Love that I didn't think was possible. You are my everything, my entire life, my soulmate. Remember that priest that we met in the Poconos? He told us everything happens for a reason. I wholeheartedly believe that we were put on this earth for each other. I can't wait to watch you walk down the aisle in front of our family and friends and make this thing real.
Today, as I get ready to meet you at the altar and give my whole heart and soul to you in front of God, our family, and friends, know that I will choose you today, tomorrow, and every single day after that. You are the best thing that ever happened to me, and I will love you every day of my life. I'm so proud to call you my husband. Love you always and forever, Maggie.
Mass is ended. And I now present to you for the first time Mr. and Mrs. Maggie and Zach Strippy.
I feel like all of the big moments have all happened on his friend's boat. We were on the same boat he proposed on.
It was I think it was like after the 4th of July. But I just knew, it was like an unmistakable, just that's the way I feel.
He kept leaning in and wanting to say something, cuddling up or whatever, and just pulling away, whatever. So beautiful firework moment, the most romantic that you could ever get. Everyone's coupled up on the boat. Then we go back to my apartment. Then Zach told me he loved me.
I remember thinking you're supposed to be nervous to say that. You watch shows, The Bachelor, or movies, you're supposed to be nervous to say that. But I just had this urge to tell her how I felt.
Tell me what you need.
Wondered for a long time who would be the person that would steal Maggie's heart. But I knew that if he was any match for Maggie, he had some massive shoes to fill. Zach and Maggie first met at a softball game, and in his own words, Maggie had this certain energy about her when she first showed up at softball. There was something about her, and I knew I had to learn more. It was a feeling I can't put into words, but I'm so glad it happened.
From the first time I met you, I knew that you were amazing. An amazing person, an amazing friend, an amazing partner for Maggie.
Since then, I've gotten to know Zach, who continues to impress me each and every day by how thoughtful he is and how much he loves and cares for Maggie.
So, what's next? Yeah, so let's look at Maggie. I first got in touch with Maggie when Mary and I dated, and she was a sweet young girl. We got married, and then it came time for adoption. And most kids, they have no choice in their parents, or who their parents would be. Maggie got to choose, and she chose me for that.
Well, it's funny, people say, oh, your in-laws. It's always a negative connotation, but never felt that. And I don't think I ever will.
Zach's mom and dad have just welcomed me with such open arms into their family. Nothing tops my mom, but if I were to have a second mom come along, I'm really glad it's her.
Last but not least, I want to thank Mary, because she did a wonderful job raising Maggie. to become the woman she's today.
There's a spark in you and a spark in me. So get up, let's take the lead. You shine bright like a million stars. Light up, the world is ours. The world is ours.
We used to have like these birthday parties before COVID where all of our friends would come together. And I think after the first one, which was probably 2019, where I was like standing at the party and like her parents were there, my parents were there, like, all of our friends were there. Like it felt like a wedding. Like everyone I know here is my best friends. Our parents were here like, holy shit, like this really could be something. And everyone just meshed so well. And I just felt the sense of like, this is the way it's supposed to be forever.
I can tell you that how happy they are right here today. This is how happy they really are each and every day together. Maggie and Zach bring out the best in one another. And Zach, I've never seen Maggie as happy as she has been since the day you walked into her life. You're the luckiest man in the world. Because you get to spend the rest of your life with the most selfless, loyal, and genuine person on the planet.
My heart is so happy seeing you with such a kind, gentle, supportive, fun, and loving partner. I think we can all agree that this is truly the most beautiful night, celebrating the most beautiful couple. Your love is extraordinary. The kind of love everybody hopes and dreams of having. A love that is passionate, respectful, comfortable, and unconditional all at the same time. Your love is the head over heels kind. The kind you can't get enough of. Your love is a partnership, and I'm constantly in awe of how you walk through life together as a team. You both are such special people, and together make the perfect pair.
I have not lost a daughter. I've gained a son.
I'm all in to the best person, the best partner, the best man that I have ever met in my life. And I just never want to forget just how much I love him. And I know that really tough times are going to come. And when they do, I just know that I'm really, really lucky to have Zach by my side through those things.
I think our lives are just so intertwined, and I think just taking the next big hurdles is going to be awesome. Buying that first house, having kids, just doing all that stuff with her. I mean, she makes everything just feel right. You know, never second guess this wedding, never second guess anything moving in together. So just everything just feels right, and I think that'll continue.
People are gonna come up here and be like, what are they doing? Like,
We're famous.
It's like, yeah, it's like some professional production out there.
Yeah, we're sponsoring High Noon Sunset.
Yeah, it's a High Noon commercial. It's like all the NFL players when they say they're mic'd up. They go around telling all their friends they're mic'd up. You know? They all say something stupid. Okay, I'm mic'd up.
Was it NFL that made a compilation recently on Instagram or something?
Yeah.
So
And
good.
they're amazing, yeah.
So
and you just hear like,
dude.
the audio is like unbelievable. You hear when they're like, actually playing.
Yeah.
It's like so clear.
Are you gonna cry? Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, that's why you bring the drinks, to trigger the tears, right?
Yeah, right.
Cheers, sweetheart.
Cheers, 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 cheers. High Noons like don't even feel like you're drinking. Sipping juice.
So much better. I was afraid that this was gonna tip over.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're in the middle of a
Yeah.
sentimental moment.
Yeah.
It just comes
Yeah.
crashing down. Now we've officially started.
Cheers, 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 cheers.
Here
Let's
we
go.
All right.
Loves to, he knows that this is one of my biggest pet peeves. He uses my toothpaste and squeezes it right from the middle of the tube. And I always know when he's used my toothpaste because I'm like, Zachary, my toothpaste is squeezed right in the middle.
I mean, it's the hair, I think. I don't think it's her fault. There's just hair everywhere. Like literally there will be hairballs. Like what I live with like a cat? Like literally there will just be hair. And I think that's the main thing. Like, and she doesn't even do it consciously, but like we got a Roomba and we used it for the first time. The whole thing, hair, just hair everywhere. So I think that's the main one. And you're right, like when she was gone on her bachelorette party, I remember like looking in the sink like, oh, there's no hair here. Like it's just kind of out of the ordinary.
So we both are messy when we need to be and clean when we need to be. We kind of, it ebbs and flows based on the crazy season that we're in, I guess. But I laugh because no matter what, his golf, anything that has to do with golf has to be clean and organized and in the right place and out of the way and everything, which is amazing. But I'm like, Zach, why don't you move anything else that's all over the place? But it's always his golf stuff comes first. So he truly takes his pride and joy in all things golf, and I'm growing to love the sport for him and working on having that be a common something that we both love together. But yes, that's been a genuine learning curve, getting to know how much he eats, sleeps, and breathes golf now. Like again, the most beautiful weather ever. We're stopped on the side of the road. Okay. Of course.
I got some really cool pictures of you guys from in there. Like, it looks really cool, like with that lighting and like you like sitting. It was pretty sweet.
How would I define Jacqueline? Anybody who has ever met her or encountered her or looked at her immediately knows that she has the biggest heart of gold. So they got married again when I was in 8th grade. So I met Jacqueline when I was in, I think, 5th grade or so. That's when my mom started dating her uncle. So Jacqueline's now my cousin. My mom got married to her uncle. We're cousins, but it's just such a much more amazing relationship than any cousins could ever have, I think. Right when we met, we just clicked and knew we were more than just family, and she will always be such a special person to me in both of our lives. She jokes and says that Zach's her best friend, but I know that I am actually her best friend. But if Zach and I have to be equal, I'll take that too. And Danielle was one of the very first people that was nice to me there, and there's so many amazing nice people there, but Danielle, I will always remember, was the first one to invite me over to sit with her at art. Remember, I was in art class and I was sitting by myself and I didn't know anyone in the class, and Danielle invited me to come sit over at her art table. And it sounds little now, but it meant a lot at the time. And from then on, I've never had somebody that I have laughed harder with, but also somebody who just can understand the hard things that I go through and just pick me up during those really hard times, but then lift me up in those amazing times. She gave me a card that I think either at our engagement or one of the fun celebrations we've had, and it said just like, I can't wait to sob uncontrollably at your wedding. And that will truly be for how I will feel at both Danielle and Jacqueline's weddings. And I'm imagining how I feel like they will be too.
Nice to meet you. What's that paper that you have exactly?
So this is from Omi and Opa. They live in Canada and were unable to be here today.
Aww.
But they sent us a really awesome card and a piece of gold, which is really awesome. And I've never held one in my hand. And it's just really, really special, and just means so much that even though they're not here, it just really
that's very special.
But don't hang it off your ears.
No, Can I put a chain out of it?
I know, this is my mom's something borrowed-ish. Well, this isn't the something borrowed I was talking about. Something different, something borrowed. This is for something blue. It's my parents gave it to me on their wedding day, which is really cool. I know. And then everything I'm wearing is new. So
There's a tornado about to touch.
Yeah, is this the beginning of a movie right now?
Tornado about to touch down.
Let's just stand our ground. Let's do it. Let's just go.
I'm not going anywhere!
One more time. That was good. don't have to do that again.
He goes down there and uses the vows to the other things.
You gotta hold hands, guys. What are you doing? There you go. You're smiling. Everyone's cheering. Let's go. Yeah, you're holding hands. And we're gonna have you kiss again, like
halfway.
you're halfway down, that kind of thing. So, yeah, yes. Let's go. Perfect.
Will you say thank you? Yeah, you're killing it. We're also on film.
Don't worry, you get all the raw footage.
This is how our first dance is gonna go too, right? Similar. Yeah, this will be a good walkout.
And what?
I thought you were gonna ask me a question.
Like, what the heck?
No, I thought you. You know, I don't know if Zach is gonna cry tomorrow at that wedding, but I could tell you right now, I am. I am now.
I will too. I'm definitely gonna cry.
So I asked him this earlier, and his response was, what was his response? I forget what he said. Shoot. What did he say? What did he say? I literally asked him this earlier. I'm ruining it. But I don't know if he's gonna cry. We'll have to wait and see.
Give us a yes or
Yeah.
no. Yes or no.
I think he's gonna cry. I think he's gonna cry.
If he doesn't, well.
All right. My response to if Zach is gonna cry when he sees Maggie is, yup.
See, Maggie's dead.
Oh wait, and this. Is Zach gonna cry? Yup.
You think Zach's gonna cry when he sees Maggie walking?
Yeah, because he's a loser. No, I'm just kidding. Zach, for legal reasons, this is a joke. I've seen people write that on TikTok before.
I absolutely think Zach's gonna have a lot of tears.
You're gonna tell me what I have to answer beforehand?
Yeah.
We should do this for ours. This is funny. Yes.
Guaranteed.
Absolutely.
Mary and Jim Lasky. And then as far as advice for Maggie and Zach, I'd have to say compromise. You know, always compromise, and you're gonna have to do some things that Maggie likes, and Maggie's gonna have to do things that Zach likes, and so yeah, that's my bit of advice.
We got to do that over again. That stunk.
He liked it, so we'll just see.
All right.
We're good. Oh, you're not supposed to see these.
Oh, sorry. Get out of here.
Use a word that starts with P.
Hey, get out of here. Okay, Maggie, words of advice from a very established lover. My words of advice would be go out to eat, don't worry about money, and pork often. My advice for the couple is just because you're married, it does not give you permission to put cheesy content on Instagram, so don't do that. That's my advice.
Gosh. My words of advice was maybe every vacation try out a new brewery and keep being each other's best friends.
Happy wife, happy life.
Any words of advice? Love your partner more than you love yourself.
That's so deep.
Stole that from my grandpa.
Every once in a while, I'm just gonna pan down to these.
Wear them today.
There's a first time for everything,
What
man.
would happen? I walked in with these. Wear them today.
There's a first time for everything.
What would happen? I walked in with these.
I know that one.
can't get it. Look at this. Getting all his attention.
It's difficult keeping the eyes closed.
It is. Balance. You just want to open them. Yep. Deep breath. Yep.
Beautiful.
That is not at all what I expected.
You are gorgeous.
Can I give you a hug?
Oh, wow.
Oh, can I give you a hug?
Yes.
Oh, look beautiful today.
Oh my God. You look so
Hey, I'm supposed to be crying.
Thank you guys.
You literally look perfect.
Aw, thanks.
No more Kim Kardashian crying.
Yeah, I know. No more.
Love it. All right.
Oh, thank you guys.
I love it.
Oh,
You literally look perfect.
oh my gosh, and the flowers look so good with the dresses.
They look so beautiful.
Oh, it's amazing.
You're an image.
Oh my gosh.
That's your vision.
A true vision. A true vision.
A true vision.
Aw. Kim Kardashian. I have a little something too for my mom and dad. Do we want to do that quick before we go, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
A gorgeous dress. Nice, good job picking that one out.
Thanks, Dad. Aw, they did a great job.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Yay.
Big day.
I know.
Oh, to my dad on my wedding day. Dear Dad, today as we prepare to walk down the aisle, I keep thinking back to your wedding day 13 years ago, where I was able to stand by your side and witness the love shared between you and Mom. The love that I experienced on that day was unforgettable, and a love that I hope will be present today as well. Raising a daughter is not easy, especially when you're starting off during my moody teenage years. They were not moody. No, you're always a very good teenager.
Maybe now I'm more moody. I don't know.
Yes. Love can be shown in so many different ways, and you welcoming me into your life and accepting me for the moody teenager that I was the ultimate form of love. Today, as I get ready to marry the love of my life and begin this journey of marriage, there's no one else I would rather have walking by my side to give me away. I am and always will be your little girl, and I'm forever grateful to have you as my father. Love always.
Love you, Dad. Oh, and Danielle, I need the box again. There's a little something you can put on your.
Ah, okay.
You can tape it on.
Okay, well, hold on.
Read it.
Oh, thank you.
It's dress tape. Tape it on.
Dad, thank you for walking by my side today and always. Maggie, 10/9/2021.
Can somebody help me rip this? So we have to like kind of put this tape on the back, and it goes on the little triangle down here. It goes right here.
There we go. That'll be safe.
That's right, tucked in. Aw. And then, Mom, I have something too for you and Dad to read too. One more. Sorry. Dad, can I?
We have another card.
Well, just 1 second. Otherwise, the mic might be making noise.
Oh no.
This is from our future son-in-law. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Schmidt, I can't thank you enough for the love, care, and support that you both have shown Maggie. Over these past 415 4 or 5 years, you have raised such an incredibly sweet, kind, and caring woman in Maggie. Thank you for trusting me with her heart. I love you both, Zach.
Thank you, Zach.
Thanks, Zach.
So nice.
Okay.
All right. Let's go get married.
Is it time? Are we on time?
And what do we sing?
Okay.
Right here. Perfect. Stunning light.
Yeah, who cares what it looks like in real life as long as it photographs well?
One's gonna,
Yes, I'm going to fix
well,
it.
she's gonna fix it because I can't bend down in the dress.
Which is a slight issue.
Which is like a slight, like I can, but then I like show everyone my Spanx and no one wants that.
Sandals.
Yeah,
Is he
so
wearing Crocs?
We were recording him while he was wearing his sandals. So we didn't get details of that. Actually, we did just for fun.
Birkenstocks or his Crocs?
Oh.
They were not Crocs. They were sandals. He has different sandals.
Well,
But he's not wearing that. We were just
Ooh,
making.
maybe
I was
he's
like,
saving his sandals for Vader. Who knows?
fancy, yeah. All right, let's do it
through. If you can
This is
pull
something
it,
borrowed.
If you can pull it through.
Oh,
I said
So get the tissues ready. I know. Get the makeup artist ready.
Yeah, bring Amy back.
Kelly, do you want to go?
I think I just feel like
Do we have enough time?
He's like, I noticed tears. Gotta capture them.
Yes. Perfect. Aw. I know, I'll give them a hug. You look so beautiful. Aw. Mel, you look so beautiful. May, look at you. Oh my goodness. Your dresses are beautiful. You're so beautiful.
Your hair. Oh my God.
You're nervous.
Do we have to?
No, I just saw awesome things. Awesome. Like talking and
I didn't see him. I just saw him be on the front. So
they were like, also like,
Brewer Garrett.
Yeah. I was like, thanks for getting that stationery.
That's so sweet.
Very sweet.
Oh, I love that you wrote us like that. I know. That was so sweet.
Oh my gosh.
Now your turn.
All right, so now
Right, to my bride on our wedding day. Maggie, my bride. I can't believe this weekend is finally here. From the moment we met, I felt an overwhelming sense of attraction and love for you. I truly think it was love at first sight. Remember that priest from the Poconos? He told us that everything happens for a reason. I wholeheartedly believe that we were put on this earth for each other, and I love you with a love that I didn't think was possible. You are my everything, my entire life, and my soulmate. I can't wait to watch you walk down the aisle in front of family, friends, and make this thing real. You are my everything. You are everything that is good in this world, and I love you with everything I have. From Zach. Aww. Aww, so sweet. When we were in the Poconos, we weirdly ran into this priest. We had been dating for like a month, and he just like weirdly said to us, there are no accidents, like over and over again, like, and it was just a weird, overwhelming thing, and we just kept saying that there are no accidents at all. And here we are.
How does it feel to be minutes away from like marrying?
Oh my gosh, minutes away. I just excited, nervous, like I don't know. I just don't know what it'll be like, and I just can't wait to see him. Aww. I know.
Can I say a little prayer?
Yeah.
For this moment, thank you for my dear daughter. Bless Beyond and her friends and all the relatives that are here today, and just be with us today. Be with us always. We need you. We need to have love in our lives always, and just be with us every step of the way. Be with Maggie and Zach forever.
Amen. Thanks, Mommy. Yeah.
A group hug.
A group hug. Yay. Good job, guys.
I touch you because I don't want to get your chest dirty.
Aww.
This is my mom's special
Wow, May, that is beautiful. so beautiful. Can I have a little tissue? Thank you.
Anyone else? Use those now because these are our portable staff.
Did we figure out what the ring bearers are carrying and stuff?
Jake.
20 minutes. Oh, she's good. Let's have some fun.
Looking pretty good. So whenever you're ready, yeah, we're good to go.
Okay. Let's read aloud. October 9th, 2021. Dear Zachary, walking into Rose Field on that first softball game in April, I had no idea that my best friend, my favorite person in the entire world, my soulmate, would be waiting for me in the dugout. Since the day I met you, you have showed me your pure and kind heart, your strength, your contagious optimism, your determination, and most importantly, your capacity to love. I love every single thing about you. Your ability to make me laugh on the darkest days, your rigid morning routines, your perseverance to be the best version of yourself, your love for adventure, and your ability to make anyone you meet feel seen and appreciated. I will forever be grateful that God placed you in my life at the exact moment that He knew we needed each other most. Thank you for bringing out the best parts of me and choosing me to be your wife. Today, as I get ready to meet you at the altar and give my whole heart and soul to you in front of God, our family and friends, know that I will choose you today, tomorrow, and every single day after that. You are the best thing that's ever happened to me, and I will love you every day of my life. I'm so proud to call you my husband. Love always and forever, Maggie.
How's my forehead smell?
How do you feel?
Why don't you just meet me in the middle? I'm losing my mind just a little. So why don't you just meet me in the middle? In the middle. Baby. Why don't you just meet me in the middle? I'm losing my mind just a little. So why don't you just meet me in the middle?
Hey, true story. You want to hear a funny story?
Yeah, always.
At my wedding, I was mic'd up. And then I had a conversation with maybe you, someone else, and it took a wildly inappropriate turn. It was all on microphone. So I emailed the production company and said, make sure to delete everything between 6 and 6:25. That shows up anywhere ever. When I become President of the United States of America, we're gonna have a serious problem.
That audio's getting leaked. We're our friends.
Are you still
Of course he is, dude. He's already such a dad.
My professor for my grad school class is getting married today also, and I'm honestly like 99% sure that's her.
That's her.
And I really want to go over and say hi so that she'll make me not have to do the assignment that's due on our honeymoon. And she's also going to St. Lucia on her honeymoon, which is so weird.
Where are we going?
The country club. Or as some people call it,
Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay. And our bouquets look so similar. Yes, we have same vibe.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you as well.
Yeah, we hopefully we see you guys there.
Oh, yeah.
I love
One for the ages.
Nice to meet you. Hey, we'll see you soon. That was great. Absolutely nice to meet you.
Because I had class this past Wednesday, and I was like, I'm not going to make it to class, whatever, like, I'm so sorry. I have it's like my week of my wedding, like I have appointments, all this stuff. And she's like, oh, like, are you getting married on the 9th? And I was like, yeah. She goes, so am I. And I was like, oh, my excuse sounds so lame now.
Yeah, right?
Like, you're gonna be in class.
It smells so good out here.
Because it's a golf course.
Perfect. Okay.
Bridal parties.
No, not happening. No pretend golfing photos. No.
Put it in your back pocket as a memento.
Yeah, I do like to chew on these. You want to take it?
That's really all I want.
Can you do that laugh again?
Yay! I don't remember the laugh.
Give him a little dab.
Got a nice little dab.
Everyone, you running? You running? Go.
Ah, this guy!
Thank you, nobody else for touching my hair.
That's awesome. It'll be really quick. Gentlemen, hey, thank you, boys. Thank you. Thank you, Valen. Right here. Right here. We're all reading it. Boys, thank you.
Are you getting low? You getting low?
Are you going tight on the ball dress?
No, I have a super wide with a flag in it. No, I like it actually. Are you gonna pull it out? All right, cool. No pressure.
You missed this true. This is the definition of your marriage. Who's the cameras?
Mulligan. Mulligan.
Hey, that's a little left to right.
The other way. It's close. It's close. Third time's a charm, and we're good.
Yeah.
Let's go! Let's go! Come on! Are you kidding me?
First try, dude?
It was one, right? You got it?
That was one. That was one. One take Drake.
Hi. Real close.
Great.
No secrets anymore.
None. Better not have been any before.
Perfect.
Or else no going back now.
Engagement photo sessions are good because you learn those weird phrases like snip her forehead, kiss with your teeth. Yeah, like.
Did you have to have it size?
Just a little bit bigger.
Bigger?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so shiny.
Yeah.
So Grandpa's here.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh.
Sure. And Grandma, come in with Jenna and I.
Oh my God, you think she said?
Beautiful. Perfect, ladies.
Okay.
Right here.
Whoa!
How many more?
break?
That is a major cake cutting fail. Here, let's get this piece.
Not great.
Here we go.
Nice.
Okay. That's okay, I don't know where to put it. Alright, here we go.
In just a second, but I think my friend Leo is leaving over here, and I gotta play him a song before he leaves. This one's for you, my man.
That is hilarious. My God.
All right, ladies, I'm gonna count. 2, 1. Nice, yeah.
I'm behind you, by the way, Corey.
Happy 4th of July!
4th of October.
What an awesome surprise. Oh my gosh. Now everyone go to the dance floor!
Someone has to. So sick.
There we go.
That's what came to mind, so I think that's it. Because I've never been asked that. I think it's just the day-to-day, man. Just those mornings where you're sitting around making bacon on a Saturday morning, and watching TV, and just like the normal stuff, man. Getting frozen pizza, and just hanging out at home on a Friday night.
I think just what's been the most special part about our relationship together and growing in love together has just been those little average moments, whether it's our favorite date nights, which is either going out to dinner or making dinner at home and then singing karaoke at home by ourselves and reading lyrics off of our phones.
And the love that comes with that. So maybe one day when we're bogged down with a ton of priorities and a ton of obligations, we can look back at this video or whatever and say, man, we have that love we had when we were so free, we can still have that when we're 40 or 50 years old. I think is a goal that we want to have, and I think that's something that we can look back on and get inspired by.
Or the little nights where we do nothing and we laugh and we cuddle under the blanket and the things around us aren't perfect or the season in our life isn't going perfect. As long as we have those little moments together, I know that those will carry us a really long way.
I think that's probably the best answer to what will be, what we can look back on in this moment. Yeah.